Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be learning how to make this handkerchief flay dress. If it's something you're interested in, please stick by and keep watching. So we'll go ahead and mark 1 inch from the top of the paper and rule that across. That's to serve as a guide where all our measurements will be taken from. We'll go ahead and insert all our vertical measurements. My under bust I'm using is 13 inches. Bust point is 10 inches. Okay, now for the chest line, I'll divide my bust by 6 and add 1.5. I'll go ahead and add 1 inch for my shoulder slope, which makes my chest point line 8 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark that 8 inches. Then I'll mark all the lines out. My half length line is 17 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark my neck measurement. I'm using 3 by 3. We'll mark that out, and then we'll mark our shoulder measurement, which is 15 divided by 2, 7.5. And then we'll do that also on the chest line. Then we'll mark our shoulder slope, which is 1 inch, and connect the 2 points together. Find the midpoint of this line. Go in by ½ inch and connect the point together to form our armhole. Now we'll go ahead and impute our bust span measurement, which is your nipple to nipple divided by 2. Mine is 3.5. So I'll mark that on the bust point line, the under bust line, and then the waist line. So I'll rule a straight line. Now we'll attach our front arc measurement, which is our side seam to the other side seam across the bust in front. You divide the measurement you get by 2 and place it on the chest line. That is the front bust measurement. Then we'll go ahead and impute ½ inch for our dart intake on both sides on the waist. You connect that to the bust point line. So we'll go ahead and impute our waist measurement. So you divide your waist by 4 and then add our dart, which is 1 inch. Next, we'll be doing our under bust tightening. Now for the under bust tightening, on the center front part, we'll go in by ½ inch, while on the side towards the side front, we'll go in by 6 inches. Then we'll connect it using our curve to the bust point. To be able to close our bust dart, we'll need to open a shoulder dart. So we divide our shoulder by 2, mark the point, and connect that to the bust point line. So I went ahead to cross-check my front bust measurement and my waist measurement, and then I drew a line to connect the 2 points together. Next, we'll be imputing our bust dart measurement. Now, in the bust dart is the difference between your front length measurement and your back length measurement. Mine is 2 inches. That is 16 minus 14. So you connect that to the bust point line. In order to close the bust dart, we are going to open the shoulder dart that we took earlier. And to do that, we just rule a line on the side to serve as a guide to cut the paper. So we'll go ahead and cut the shoulder dart. So we'll close the bust dart to be able to get an opening on the shoulder. Now this opening that we have, we are going to measure how wide the opening is. Now it's going to be on the shoulder line, not on the guideline we took earlier. So we'll be extending this shoulder. We are going to need it later. So we'll measure this opening we have here on the shoulder line, not on the guideline we took earlier, on the shoulder line. So before you take that measure, make sure your bust dart is closed properly. So we'll measure this line. Mine is 3 inches. Now we'll take that 3 inches from the side, that's from the shoulder outward. That was why I took that line. It might be more than your shoulder. So we'll measure that 3 inches on the side. So I'm going to rule that out. That is 100% over bust tightening. So I'm going to rule that out. Now that we've done our bust tightening, we'll go ahead and determine where we want our neck measurement to be. So mine, I think I took 7 inches or thereabout from the shoulder. So we're going to close this dart and then take the measurement for the neck. Since we are doing a straight line, we're not doing a sweetheart neck, straight line neck on the shoulder. So we took a measurement from the shoulder and I think I used 7 inches. So we rule that line out before we close the bust dart. So now I went ahead and closed the bust dart. So now we are going to blend the bust point line because that place is sharp. We are going to blend that line using our curve. So I went ahead and blended it to give it a nice round curve. Since it's a sleeveless dress and then we don't need an armhole, we are going to be blending the side. So I went ahead and used my marker to mark out my pattern properly so we can see what we've done so far. I connected that all the way to the underbust and then I extended the dart down to the wrist. And then we closed our bust dart and formed a new line on the side. So with this, our front pattern is ready. We'll be moving on to the back. So for the back, first thing we'll be doing is to mark out our zip allowance. So we'll be marking out 1.5 inch from the other end of the paper, and we'll rule that all the way from the top to bottom for the zip allowance. All our measurements will be taken from here. So we'll go ahead and impute our shoulder measurement 7.5. Then we'll go ahead and impute our chest line measurement, which is 8 inches. Now our half length measurement for the back, that's our nip to waist for the back, is 15 inches, while the front was 17 inches. The difference is 2 inches. So we'll go ahead and mark that out, 15 inches and 8 inches for the chest line. So we'll go ahead and mark our neck measurement. Our neck width is 3 inches for the back and the depth is 1 inch. So So we'll mark our shoulder slope, which is 1 inch, and connect the 2 points together. We'll also rule out our neck line. Now to get our armhole, we'll come down on the chest line by our shoulder measurement to get a straight line. So we'll connect the line together, find the midpoint, go in by 1/2 inch, and draw your armhole like we did in the front. Now to get our bust measurement for the back, we are going to subtract our front bust measurement from our full bust measurement. That's our round bust circumference. We'll subtract the front bust line from our round bust circumference. Whatever we get, we'll divide it by 2 and insert it as the back bust measurement. So we'll go ahead and insert our dart, which is 3.5, 3.5. Then we'll draw that down, go in on the waistline by 1/2 inches, and connect this to the chest line for the darts at the back. So we'll go ahead and impute our waist measurement divided by 4, add 1 inch for the darts, and then connect it to the bust measurement. So to get the bust measurement for the back, I checked what I had in front, which is 7 inches from the shoulder downward. So I measured the same 7 inches for the back, just to make the neck measurement correspond. So I measured the 7 inches for the back from the shoulder downward, and then I used that as a guide for my back neck measurements. So I went ahead, connected that, and tried to blend it to the armhole. If you have watched to this point, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my video. Thank you. So I went ahead to tighten the waistline to avoid zipper bulge. So I came in on the waistline by 1/2 inch, and then I connected it to the chest line. And then I went ahead and repeated the same thing for the zip line, so our tightening will take effect. If you don't do it on the zip line, it will be of no use. So I connected that again to the chest line on the zip allowance. So I ruled that out and I marked all our points to show our pattern for the back. Now our pattern for the back is ready. So we'll go ahead and cut it out. So to get our strap in front, we'll measure what we have in front for the yoke in front, and then hold that point, take it to the back, and measure what you have at the back. This is why one of the reasons why pattern drafting is important and make your work easy. You can get all your exact measurement on paper. So we'll continue that for the front and then for the back. So whatever we get, we'll be using it as the length of the straps. So the length of our strap is 13.5, so we'll be cutting 2 of that for both sides of the neck. Now our pattern is ready. We'll place it on our fabric and cut. So we'll be doing the cutting and sewing in another video to avoid this being too long. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Bye.